Hi friends, in this video I want to show you round 1 of FIDE candidates 2026 and a game between Fabiano Caruana and Hikaru Nakamura. This game was very interesting and let me show you key moments in this battle. So after knight f3, d5, c4, e6, Caruana played g3 and it's one of English opening variation, and in this position of course black has some moves like knight f6 for example, bishop e7, but also g4 is a possible move, and let me show you some more moves. Okay, bishop g2, knight c6, castle, both player continue development, and then bishop c5, e3, knight g e7, preparing castle, then knight d4, knight d4 and b4, a very important move, and then after bishop b4 e takes d4, and after some exchanges black castle kingside, queen b3, bishop a5, knight c3, knight f5. So this position is equal after a few opening moves, but of course let me show you some more moves. Bishop a3, rook e8, d5, knight d4 attacking the queen, then queen a4, b6, rook a3-1, bishop d7, queen d1. The interesting fact that in this position only one possible move to save the queen is d1 square. Okay, queen d1, c5, bishop b2, rook b8, a4. Both player played very well at this moment. Then pawn to a6, d takes e6, bishop e6, knight d5, queen d6, take on d4, take on d4, rook e4, attacking d4 pawn. Then take on d5, take on e8, take on 8, and bishop d5. And in this position player has opposite square bishops, but this position is equal now. Bishop b4, h4, a5, d3, queen f6, king g2, queen f5, queen f3, queen f6. Of course black wants to exchange queens, but queen g4, and Caruana saved this queen. Bishop c5, h5, and maybe in some moment he wants to play h6. That's why h6 for black, rook h1, queen g5, queen d1, queen e7. Inaccuracy for Caruana. The best move is queen f6. Let me show you some more moves in this variation, and this position is equal. Maybe slightly better for white, but black is good. But in our game Nakamura played queen e7, then bishop c6, rook c8, rook e1, bishop d5, king f8, queen g4, and now we can see +3 evaluation by Stockfish. And then of course black starts to attack black king. Yes, white attack on f7 square, and also pawn on d4, very weak in this position. And after some moves, let me show you critical moments. Yes, after some moves, another inaccuracy by Nakamura. He played queen c7, but rook f8 was the best move. But queen c7 is possible move, and then nice tactic by Caruana, rook f7, and the idea is that after queen f7 he played bishop d5, but of course black can protect queen f7 with rook e6 move. Rook e6, queen g4, king f8, bishop e6. Of course white doesn't want to exchange on e6, because after this exchange this position is equal. Yes, white has extra pawn, but because of opposite color bishop, black, of course, can do simply draw in this game. That's why bishop e6 instead of queen e6, queen e8, bishop d7, queen e8 with a check, king g1, bishop f6, queen e6, queen d8, bishop c6, queen e7, queen c8, queen d8, queen b7, bishop f5, bishop d5. Of course, let me show you a bit faster these moves, and let me show you critical mode in this position, in this game. So first of all is bishop e5. Bishop e5 was a big mistake, and let me show you why. So in this position, Caruana can win quickly after queen e6, king d8, and then f4. Very strong move, attack on e5. That's why bishop d6 and then queen g8 with the check, king e7, and then we can eat pawn on g7, and then of course simply queen h6 is a good move, but also by computer even stronger is check on h8 and only now queen h6, and white has 3 extra pawns and very easy win for white. But Caruana played e4 immediately instead of queen e6 with the check, and then Nakamura played bishop f6, then king g2, queen e6 also was the best move, queen d6 for Caruana, queen b7, and then show you some moves. Yes, and now Caruana proposed to exchange queens, and Nakamura take on e4, but he should play queen d6. Queen d6 and save his queen, and this position of course not so good for black, but still black has good chances to create a draw. But Nakamura decided to take on e4, d takes e4, bishop e7, e5, white has 4 strong pawns, bishop b4, and then of course Caruana pushed forward his pawns, then bishop h4, and at this position, very important moment, first and only one blunder in this game by Caruana is f6. In this moment he has some good moves like bishop e4, bishop e2, bishop b1 and so on, but of course he want to protect, he want to promote pawn on f file, that's why f6. But this move was a blunder, because after g takes f6 and e6 with the check, Nakamura should play very unlogical, but even this move was the best. King c7, and then some possible variation is e7, king d7, e8 with the check, then king c6 and f5, and black has some counter-attack. For example, if g5, then bishop g5, king b6, and also in this position maybe white has some small chances to win, but after bishop d8, let me show you this move, black protects on a5, and also it's equal position. But instead of king c7, Nakamura played king e7, and then king c6, and easy win for Caruana. Then c5, and of course next one is c6, c7, and maybe bishop f5 if this move is needed, and pawn on c file is unstoppable. So very good game by Hikaru Nakamura, by Fabiano Caruana of course, and he won in his first game. And also let's see what will be in next rounds.